Hello.
Hello again.
Again. Welcome to Let's Be Frank. We are talking about teamwork. Makes the dream work.
Teamwork makes the dream work. So this was actually suggested by Jason.
Should we go get him?
We should go get him. Look, teamwork is obviously something that's extremely important in our environment. And we often talk about it. It's central to our FitFo methodology. And I like Simon Sinek. I read somewhere that he says that a team is not a group of people who work together, but a team is a group of people who trust each other. And that immediately takes us to the five dysfunctions of a team.
And the base level of trust.
Right, at the base.
Yeah.
Is something that we've spoken about a number of times, and we continue to talk about it. We've mentioned our pursuit of the truth reminder in all our meeting agendas. It's extremely important, and I think we see it around us every day, that teams that function well are teams with a higher level of trust.
Yeah.
So why is teamwork important?
Well, because we need to achieve a shared goal, or we're all working towards the same thing and we need to work together to get there.
Yeah.
I was just thinking, because you mentioned in the beginning that it's key to our FitFo methodology. One of the lines that we use in the FitFo methodology is think for yourself, work as a team. Because it's something that we also want to avoid, is that group think, is you want people to think as individuals, but when it comes to actually taking action, to do it as a team.
Yeah, that's something else that we've spoken about in the past is, team is made up of a group of individuals.
Yeah.
And we want those individuals' ideas and their individual skill sets to be utilized to the full as part of the team. Yeah. So extremely important, think for yourself, but act as a team.
Yeah.
Once we made a decision that this is what we're going to do, then make sure that you go with the team.
Yeah.
Obviously, teamwork makes
the dream
makes the dream work. There we go. There's just no way you can't say that. But
watch Jose say it in the five.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
But it lightens the load.
Yeah.
It definitely lightens the load.
Yeah.
If we work as a team, if we function well as a team, things just become easier.
Yeah.
So where do you feel that we have challenges at the moment with regards to teamwork?
Well, I think it's like you mentioned, is with trust, is maybe there is a member or a handful of members of a team that don't want to go with the consensus and want to kind of go against the grain or try something different, which we don't have any problem with unless we've already made the decision to go forward in a certain way. Because we do ask people, it's number one in our formula, challenge the status quo, ask why, challenge why things are happening in a certain way. But I think once we've made a decision to take a direction, we need everyone on board.
Yeah.
So,
and it doesn't mean that we can't change direction.
Yeah.
If it becomes
as a team.
clear, as a team,
yeah.
If it becomes clear that this is the wrong direction we're going in. But then, I always use the analogy of if we decide that we're all going to destination A, and we all expect to arrive there by a certain date and time, then it's important that we all move in that direction.
Yeah.
And not scatter and all go off.
Well, it's also nice, it's number 4 in our formula, in our blueprint, is leader culture. And I think of that formation of the birds and that the birds come from the back and lead for a while, and then the other ones come through and lead for a while. And that's also what we want in our teams. We want them to all kind of be leaders and take it in turns to kind of get to that destination or lead to that destination.
Yeah, so you refer to our formula. So simple, significant, with skin in the game.
Yeah.
The skin in the game, definitely teamwork.
Yeah.
If we look at the individual elements of the formula, there's so many of them that refer to teamwork. And we've got a specific focus in our micro formula of the 4 things, the 2 that we have to really focus on and do more of, and the 2 things that we have to do less of at the moment. And I, if I recall, they all refer to teamwork in some other way.
Yeah.
So what have we got at the at the bottom? The things that we must do less of.
I'm trying to think now because we've got a Joburg, a Cape Town, and an overall. So I'm trying to remember which one's which.
Yeah. But I was just thinking specifically about the Joburg one.
Insufficient planning and preparation.
Correct. Insufficient planning
as
and
something to do
preparation.
less of. Yeah.
So there's an element of my responsibility as an individual, but then also as a team.
Yeah.
We have to plan together as a team. If we don't, then we are scattering in different directions, and we will not get to the desired result or goal.
I also think as part of our right-hand side of the formula, that's simple, significant with skin in the game. We're not just talking about the team as the people within FiveFriday. We want to become part of our clients' businesses and be part of their teams as also. It's also the team that's working towards a project for our client. It includes the client. They're part of our team.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's an old saying that says, if you want to go fast, go alone, and if you want to go far, go together.
Yeah.
We definitely want to go far. You also mentioned a little earlier about if people don't subscribe or don't buy into what the decision was that was made, the knock-on effects of that, and that just jumps up the pyramid of the 5 dysfunctions of
and
the
again,
team.
it's number 7 in our formula: commit.
Commit and do.
Yeah. So it's about commitment, making the commitment.
Yes.
Yeah.
We make a commitment, individual commitments, but we also make commitments as a team. So I would like to challenge the team to share with us what they feel over and above the things that we have in the FitFo methodology, the elements in our formula. What would be great is if they can share with us some of the good news stories about where they see the benefits of working as a team. I really encourage the guys to come and chat to us.
Yeah.
Leave some comments about, first of all, examples of where teamwork has really benefited, but also in terms of where we can improve.
Yeah.
What else can we do to foster teamwork?
Yeah. Well, it's one of those things that we always want feedback. So even if it's not always positive feedback, it gives us room to grow and to be better. So I mean, I think people are sometimes scared to say something negative because they think it'll offend you or hurt your feelings, and that's not what we want here. We want to, and again, it comes back to that trust. If we trust each other and we know that the reason for raising something is in pursuit of the truth, then we should all be on the same page as a team because we want to improve as a team. So,
yes, and you referred to the second one in terms of the 5 dysfunctions, which is
fear of conflict.
Fear of conflict, yeah. I personally think that is probably the one area where we have the most work to do.
Yeah.
When I say we, obviously as a team, we have to collectively work on that one. But that's very much an individual or something that as individuals we must take responsibility for. This is to overcome our fear of conflict in pursuit of the truth and in pursuit of becoming better at what we do in terms of delivering quality.
Which is one of the elements of our formula again.
Yes. In terms of becoming better human beings.
Also in our formula.
Also in our formula.
Number 9.
Number 9. there's so many other things that, in terms of overcoming our fear of failure. Just think in our personal lives, how often we find ourselves in situations where we just accept either poor service or, so many examples that we can use, but we rather step away from a situation rather than overcoming our perceived fear of conflict. And I think these things affect us negatively.
Yeah, and we've spoken about negativity.
We've spoken about negativity, yes.
Yeah.
So these things are so interwoven. But as I said, I believe that is probably the number one thing that we have to work on. I think we have reasonably good levels of trust in our teams. I think in overall we have a good level of trust that we've built up through all the initiatives and the things that we've done. It really is on that second level where we are making progress, but not enough. And I think if we can apply a little bit of focus on that.
Yeah. And again, if we can have the stories where people have engaged in conflict and it's helped to get to the best outcome and things like that, where we can have those case studies.
Yeah. What would be a good way to...
It would be great if they comment on this video.
That would be great.
Yeah.
But I think if we start building up a library and we start making people aware of... So we see it in meetings. Well, I see it in meetings that I'm involved in.
Yeah.
But we're obviously not all involved in the same meetings all the time. So it would be great if we can be made a bit more aware of where we see these instances of people overcoming that fear of conflict and how it benefits the team.
Well, I think we've even we've been running a workshop, a FitFo workshop, over the past couple of weeks, and we've seen a few cases of conflict arising, and I think we can use those as examples to show how we can overcome it better, how we can approach conflict better, how we can make sure that everyone understands that it's in pursuit of the truth, and maybe even just the way that the conflict is raised is in pursuit of the truth. And so
true.
Yeah, we have a few examples that we can look at.
Yes, and we have a clarity survey running at the moment specifically about this FitFo workshop, where we want to get people's feedback about how they perceived and how they experienced the exercise. What are the lessons that we can learn from that? It was quite an extensive exercise. We specifically designed it so that it includes both offices, a few challenges, a few curveballs thrown in there, and through about 3 weeks, through the 3 weeks we definitely saw cases of, or instances of, well, we think you could have done that a little bit better, or there could have been a bit more collaboration there. Teamwork could certainly have been better in certain instances.
But I also think there are positive things. I mean, you can see the way that we've got two offices in different cities to work together, and I think we've done it in a way that we've never done it before. And you can see some really good examples of people working together across cities, which is cool.
Yes, and also people that don't know each other personally and don't in their normal day job don't deal with each other.
Yeah.
So plenty of positives there to look at. But like, as I said, it was designed in such a way, the exercise, so that we can highlight areas in which we've improved significantly. From the last time we ran the exercise, and also look at opportunities in areas where we can improve. We learn by doing.
Exactly.
Which is why
and
it's
by
so
failing.
Important. Of course.
Well, that's the only way we learn. I'm sure we spoke about that before. We only learn through failure. So,
So, guys, work as a team.
Think for yourselves, but work as a team.
Work as a team.
Thanks.
Thanks.